Hello, hello. So as you know, I'm Laura from 1Nsight. And today, I'm planned this a little bit last minute because I've taken over from someone else. So what I thought is we'd have a bit of fun. We're going to be a bit interactive. Is that okay? Everyone's like, yay. So I would like you to answer some questions for me, and there's going to be a prize for the winner. So yes, what I thought we'd do is, first of all, you can all answer the question, what do I do? And whoever goes last probably got the hardest job because they've got to say something different. They're getting there first. Who's going first? What do I do? Dill, what do I do?
You collaborate with Utility Warehouse, and you look at what services they offer, and then you talk to people and try and offer them a better deal on all the services that Utility Warehouse provides. And if you can get them a better deal, all good and well. And if you can't, all good and well as well, because they might not want it, but they might know somebody who does. And if you can sell the products that Utility Warehouse have on offer, but also there's an extra added income stream of anybody who would like to join Utility Warehouse and actually sell those services on your behalf, on Utility Warehouse's behalf. Thank you.
Fabulous. Well done, Jill. Anybody else want to say something different? What have we got next? Stella, what do I do?
You are a people person, and so you help people save money and make money.
Perfect, short and sweet. Like it. Ben, what do I do?
You help customers save money from their boring old bill.
Ta-da! It's working. Tina, she's off mute. Let's go, Tina.
You help people to live life on their terms, take control, and achieve their dreams.
Oh, thank you. Martin, you last.
Laura pesters me a lot.
Joking. It's being recorded, Martin.
Sorry, yeah. Let's go about the recording bit. Laura helps people generate a second income or a main income, which can help them retire on their terms. They don't have to worry about their pension as much.
Going stars all round. So what I thought I'd do with that information is just because it helps me know what else I'm missing. So I thought I'd fill in any gaps. Actually, there wasn't really any. The only other things that I do, which of course you know is with a different company to UW, is a commercial side of things as well. So I don't focus on that as much because it's not as fun really. And you're right, so I am people-y, and it's a bit less people-y. And so yes, that is what I do. So why don't we do another question? Oh, I like this one. Who do you think would be my perfect collaboration? Oh, Martin. Go on then. Martin first and Stella.
Estate agent.
Yes. Pass the test. So I actually talked about this morning in another networking. Don't worry. I love you guys the most. But I went to another networking this morning, and when I was talking about what I do, I said this week I've been working on bolting on my services with other people, such as estate agents. I would nearly give you some more clues, but I'm going to let Stella go next.
Well, people like Martin with mortgage and finances, so people in the financial world who help with finances and not just so the money they save with you, they can then invest.
Oh, I like that, Stella. It's interesting, actually. Martin and I have got potentially a bill clinic coming up in the future, so or a homeowners clinic, or what. We haven't branded it yet, so we'll watch this space. But yes, it's good to work with. financial people. Ben, I think you had your hand up first.
So I'm going with the wedding industry. So wedding planners. So when they buy or get their own first home, you can get in there with your saving them on bills.
That's a good point. The other thing about that I have done in the past a long time ago was wedding fairs, because when people are planning their wedding, sometimes they plan it with, can I afford a videographer? Can I do this? Can we afford that? This is what I'll do if we earn enough money for blah, blah, blah. So sometimes I can help with the planning stages, let them have the wedding of their dreams that doesn't affect their current sort of like lifestyle. They can add extra money in.
I see it more and more wedding fairs that I go to.
Yeah, there you are. I think Dill had a hand up first. So we'll go Dill, then we'll go Tina.
I would say removal men.
Ah, good plan, Stan. Yeah, removal men.
Yeah,
Because they're already...
Yeah, because generally if you're moving, although you might not have an exact date, you roughly know I'm going to move in a couple of weeks. So the first thing you do is going to book a removal man. So if you worked with them, because they get to know in advance, and like say if you switch in your internet, you at least need about 2 to 3 weeks. So you've got the chance to take the internet service and provide that to any potential new customer through removal men.
Good one, Dill. Good effort. And Tina.
So 2 people, conveyancers that are obviously helping people to buy the houses, and divorce solicitors, because they are in contact with people that are splitting up. So you've got 2 for the price of 1 there, because they might both be buying new houses. One might be moving out to buy, and generally they're going to want to save money.
Good plan. Oh, these are even
And
better
people
than
that
my
deal,
own
obviously,
head.
you know.
Yeah. Yes, these are even better than my own head. Well done, guys. See, this is like, you know, when the teacher rolls out a video, talking to Tina about this, you know, when the teacher fancied a day off and they roll out the video. This is my equivalent of rolling out a video. So when
TV on the wheelie stand, isn't it? TV that comes out on a trolley, that big.
Right, Ben, you've got your hand up. What's next?
I have one more, and
I
think it's a big crowd. Universities. No,
yes.
the people that are leaving, the people that have got their graduation, what's next?
Oh, yes. And to be fair, that's a good point, because actually that's kind of who I am as well, isn't it? It's I didn't end up really using my degree for very long, because I didn't get into the field that I wanted to get into. So I completely went to a different field instead of just doing something that I didn't want to do. But yeah,
you
good point, Ben.
You could help them with their house after uni, but also you could give them a job in terms of a part-time job while they look for the big job.
Yeah, I wish I had this when I was a student, to be fair. It would have been much more lucrative than selling shoes, which is what I was doing. I could have focused on my studies, although I probably would have been out partying. Dill, you had your hand up?
On the back of what Ben just said, I mean, I'm going to one this afternoon with Hera, but a careers fair at school, and how you could go on to that is really on the point of like a self-employed, because there might be people there like doctors and a dentist and a lawyer's firm, but then if you're there from utility warehouse but actually promoting self-employed status, you don't have to go down a traditional route. You can be self-employed, and this is one of the things you can do sort of when you reach 18. There's a sort of like a side hustle until you do, and that business will just grow. So I think that would be quite good. But I think that would tie in nicely with the work that Martin is doing with schools and book writing. So I think that could go together somehow.
Oh, you've got my creative juices flowing. Thank you, guys.
Do people have to be 18 to do it?
Yeah.
Or can they do?
Yeah, they have to be 18 to be a partner. Stella?
On the back of what Jill's just said, going into schools and giving them an entrepreneurial mindset, might be a good idea to steer them towards Robert Kiyosaki's book of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, because that explains how entrepreneurialism works.
Yeah, it's quite a friendly read, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a really, actually, a good book, that is. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a really good book, that is.
He's
You've
got,
got my
he's
creative.
got one for kids as well. There's a like a teenagey kids version as well, isn't there? So,
yeah, there is. There's a teenage version of The Secret as well, isn't there? That kind of helps that opening your mind, doesn't it? So yeah. Well, I'm not going to ask you any more questions. I am actually going to play you an interesting new video that I thought you might like to watch. I really am being the teacher that rolls out the videos. And some of us are too young to remember videos coming in the cassette and watching it. Anyway, never mind. Just proud. So let me find. I'm going to find I'm going to share my screen. Bear with me 2 seconds. Seamless, because I went onto the script. There we go. There we go. Right, here she is. She's ready. Just thought I'd share with you something that's come up quite a lot in the team. So I thought it might be interesting for you to watch. There's a whole website of stories like these, but this one, I think, is one of my new favourites. So can you all see a screen? Fabulous. Can we all hear?
Without UW, we wouldn't have been able to keep the house. There's no way we would have been able to cover the mortgage increase. So we are just at the point where the mortgage rate is about to increase well over 40% of what we pay already. So it's going to be a significant additional cost that we are going to have to find every month. In terms of income with UW, if you were to sign up one customer a week, you would earn £250 per customer. So 4 customers in a month could earn you £1,000. Gareth and I can actually safely say that we've managed to do that. In the year that we've been with UW, we've taken on 50 customers, which is 1 a week, and the income we have earned from that is just tipped into 5 figures. So we're earning a 5-figure income in a very part-time business, and we've put those measures in place to be able to stay in our home.
We really love this house. It is our dream house and the children love it. They love the garden, the freedom they've got. So in the last 6 to 10 months, the mortgage has literally doubled. So as a UW partner, you have your own diary, effectively. So you work the hours that you want to in and around your family. So it hasn't impacted on our lifestyle, but we have been able to bridge the income gap by literally turning up the hours that we are working within UW. We can literally flex this to do it as and when we want it. But I'm able to run, I'm doing my 10th marathon. It does give you the clear-mindedness to be able to go out and just relax, enjoy life, which is what we're all here for.
We decided to go for the 2-year fix because of how Jordan is paid.
I'm a personal trainer.
I work for the NHS, so we took a bit of a higher interest and a shorter fixed rate. Obviously not worked in our favour because now we've taken an even bigger interest rate.
Overnight we had to find £300 a month extra, and it's not easy to do. Because of the rising costs and we was having to bridge that mortgage gap, I was looking for something else to do around my schedule with my current job. UW stood out to me because it is super flexible. I could kind of pick and choose the hours that I wanted to work, and it paid enough to bridge that gap and more.
Also, in the future, marriage, kids, UW has been able to create a bit of a safe space for us to be able to say, do you know what, maybe we'll start trying for a baby in a year's time because we can finally afford it. So yeah, it's made a massive difference.
And it's knowing that everything's still going to be okay. If we lost the job, we'd still have something that we can work towards as a couple and build a solid foundation to start a family from.
For me, the biggest benefit of UW is we can work out what we're going to need for next month, and we can put things in place to achieve that so that we're never going to be out of pocket. You know, there's never too much month for the money. As well, the control that it gives me is we can book a holiday whenever we want, or we can go to the kids' sports day without even thinking about it. You know, there's no need to think about time off for work. We can just do it.
No boss.
No boss.
Apart from me.
Yeah, apart from you.
So there you are. I just wanted to share that with you because what's going on in the economy right now, and I know probably Martin talks about this almost every day, I imagine, with people's incomes and things, everything changing. It's just, and it's a real pleasure for me to be able to help people. I know Tina knows exactly how that feels too. And yeah, it's a real pleasure to help people get around these sorts of problems that they've got potentially a normal job, as maybe they're not self-employed, and how are they going to find this extra money for the mortgages going up and the interest rates and things. So just wanted to share that with you, really, give you a bit of an update. Any questions? Anything to... I've picked your brain enough, really, haven't I? Tina, you've got a question.
Yes. Are you finding at the moment that because of the mortgage rates, people are more open to a different way of working?
I think, yeah, more than ever, people have always referred me as a customer gatherer. They've told me about, you must speak to Laura about gas and electric and broadband, mobile, whatever it is. But actually, customers and people in general are referring me now because they hear that their friends are struggling, they need that extra whatever, and it's not just for fun anymore. It's about paying the mortgage, and that's a big deal for people, isn't it? That's their home, that's what they've worked for. So yeah, it's people are definitely more open to it than they ever were. There is, at the moment in the UK, there's 1 in 3 people that earn an extra income through some sort of side hustle, but that's looking like the figures are going towards 1 in 2. And I guess that just indicates what's going on in the economy, doesn't it? So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, crazy times. Brilliant. Thank you, Laura. That was great.